chips. We're allowed to get hot chips because they're sitting out. They're not fresh. Still hot chips though.
Honestly, I don't know what the hell we're doing. Like, where are we going, really? What are we doing? But I feel lost. Do you feel lost?
Yes. We have about 3 weeks to get to Darwin.
We have a lot of time, and a lot of the beautiful national parks and things to see around this area are four-wheel drive accessible only. So we're kind of, I don't know, we're just bumming around in this beautiful hot top-end weather with not a lot to do. We're planning to stay at this free camp. It's like an hour and a half away. It's not even midday. What do you think? What should we do?
Get hot chips. That's the one thing you can control.
I don't feel like hot chips.
She promised the last roadhouse we'll get hot chips. No, too early for hot chips. She said, don't worry, in our way there's another roadhouse where we'll get hot chips. We're now at the other roadhouse. We've gone in, we've looked at the hot chips. Apparently we're not getting the hot chips anymore.
Two reasons that we're not getting the hot chips. And I mean, like, honestly, if you want hot chips, you can go get the hot chips. But one, I don't crave hot chips right now. It's really hot.
What was that? So just a lie.
And two, they're just sitting out. Like, they're just sitting out.
See the snobbery?
Going stale.
Like,
who wants hot chips that haven't just come out of the fryer? We know they're not going to be good.
Everybody wants that. Everybody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
No, everybody wants fresh hot chips, okay? But right now, we have those hot chips.
I'd be happy with a banana.
Have you had none?
I haven't had a banana.
Then why were you saying for like the last 2 roadhouses that we were driving to get hot chips?
I felt like hot chips yesterday.
This was all happening today. We're not talking about yesterday.
My arm hurts. I can't hold this camera anymore.
Do you see how it's changing the goalposts?
All too quickly, we had arrived at our camp for the night, and I just couldn't get my mind in order.
Here I am once again being an afternoon princess while Rowan cooks us some dinner. I'm very lucky. I am very lucky. Thank you. He says that I talk too quietly, but the reason he can't hear me is because the fan, it's really loud. It's a very loud fan. I don't know. I've wanted to grab the camera out like all afternoon because I've just not been feeling it today. I'm not feeling it. And ordinarily on these days that I'm not feeling it, I don't grab the camera. I sit in my own sorrow. But I feel like it would be cathartic to maybe express it a little bit. Granted, I have already expressed it to Rowan, and I've called my parents and expressed it to them. I think most of all, it's just a little bit of burnout. Like, that's all that it is. It's a little bit of burnout coupled with a whole lot of hot weather that I don't cope very well in. We've realised that between here and Kununurra, there's nothing we can really see. So it's just going to be a lot of long driving days. I think we can boil it down to about 3 more days of driving until we arrive in Kununurra. But unfortunately, the national park that is next to Fitzroy Crossing is closed. It says closed for seasonal closures, but I would have assumed that it would have reopened by now, given that it's June. I also wanted to visit the Mimby Caves. There's what is allegedly a beautiful campground there that's run by First Nation custodians, and they also run you through the caves there on a cultural tour, but it's booked out. It's all booked out. And then of course there was the Bungle Bungles, and I don't know why I was under the impression that we could get out to Kununurra National Park, but of course it is 4-wheel drive only, and sometimes we take our chances and go down some hectic corrugated roads, but this is like multiple river crossing kind of national park, so we'll be bypassing that. And then there's really not much between there as far as I'm aware and Kununurra itself, but yeah, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. It's coupled with the fact that we've been on the road for over 10 months now, which makes it feel like it's been almost a year. And I was, I know unreasonably under the expectation that this whole journey would come with some kind of epiphany, and I would be very clear on everything that is important to me and what I want to do with my life. And I'm not. I haven't delved as deeply into my creativity as maybe I would have liked to. I find it really hard because, the days on the road are sometimes overwhelming and exhausting, and also you want to be out here exploring. So I'm not totally mad with that whole situation, but it's definitely not where I expected myself to be. And maybe I'm also feeling a little bit more reflective because my birthday is coming up. And another rotation around the sun always comes with some mixed emotions, particularly when you're in your 30s, probably indefinitely, not just your 30s, but I'm feeling all of it, and I'm feeling all of it right now. But this is a fine free camp. I'm comfortable and I'm safe. I'm gonna step outside and just show you guys the golden hour because it's looking lovely out the back window here. The view's actually, it's not too bad. We got some lovely sort of savanna looking landscape, but I'm just not with it. Anyway, let's step outside. It's a real little van city now. There's probably twice as many people as when we arrived here. Almost fell. Look at that sea of white vans. How can I ever complain when this guy cooks me so many meals all the time? Pasta tonight, my favourite. Look at this place. How good is it?
Beautiful.
Isn't it amazing?
Beautiful.
What a spot. This is a free camp. A free camp. Amazing out there. I wish I could open these curtains that I've rigged up, but hang on. I'll try and do it without spilling my coffee. Stick the camera out there. Again. Ready? Go back. Yep. Ready? Look how beautiful it is here. The camera's playing up, but you get the point. This is a pretty awesome free camp. We're not sleeping here tonight, but it's kind of tempting. It's a really special spot, you can tell. And driving through, we were driving amongst the cliffs in a landscape that has been flat for days. So very beautiful. Can't remember the name of it actually. Do you remember?
Nope.
Nope.
I didn't even know this was a campsite.
Yeah, it's a free camp. Yeah. I'll look up the name and I'll put it up here somewhere. I can see this place would probably get quite popular. It's already starting to get busy and it's only 11 a.m.
It truly is incredible what another day can do. With a little bit of effort put into shifting my perspective, I felt so much lighter than the day before. The mind truly can be a very powerful thing, and it's great when you realise that you have full control over your experience.
I like this spot. A lot. Unfortunately, this campground was awkwardly spaced for us in the drive out here. If you can swing it, I would recommend this one. It's very, very beautiful. Hang on. We have a quick review from the toilets.
Right, everybody, so the one furthest away from us, terrible condition, just poop everywhere. I gave up on that one. Middle one was female only, so skip that one. Went to the third one, and it was great, except for big spider webs covering the door, but you just have to duck, get through those. Yeah.
Let me know if you'd like to have a bit of a public toilet review series, because we are toilet connoisseurs at this point. We have a lot of input and a lot of expertise to add to this conversation. I think with the arrival of these crowds, it may be our cue to leave, so let's press on. We're actually not far from where we're planning to camp tonight, and it allegedly has hot showers, so always excited for that. Oh, I got the curtains stuff. Rowan will do it. Feeling a lot more cheerful and optimistic today, which, yeah, bring it on. Initiate starting procedures.
Initiating starting procedures.
Ready for takeoff. Have a quick look at this. Ah! Oh no! Solar powered EV charger. That's the future.
Before too long, we rolled into Tarawa Station, where we would be staying the night. Although today was very much the same as previous days and the challenges are still there, how I respond to them is up to me. And that shift, it helped turn the journey around. Suddenly, I felt lighter, more curious, and ready to actually enjoy where I am. Tarawa is a working cattle station, and staying here gives you a little glimpse into life on the land. The campsites themselves are simple but stunning, and it was the kind of reprise that was needed after a few days of free camping along the dusty dirt roads of Western Australia.
Another day, another roadhouse.
Although I had found myself more at peace with the ebbs and flows of the quiet days on the road, as we edged closer to the WA and NT border, I was more than ready to trade in the somewhat monotonous freeway for something a little wilder. And our first stop, a taste of the iconic Gibb River Road.
Look at us, look at us, look at us. We're about to tackle the Gibb River Road in a two-wheel drive sprinter van. Never been done before, but we are pioneers.
There's a sign in front of us saying it's open to all two-wheel drive.
I don't know what that is exactly though.
Our adventure onto the Gibb took us 20 k's off the main highway towards Emma Gorge. But even this small section of the Gibb tested my nerves. As the water crossings got deeper and the mud stickier, I decided it would be best to pull up just shy of the trailhead and walk the rest of the way in.
It looks pretty deep to me. I'm in an advantage because I have my Gore-Tex shoes on. I think maybe we need to invest in some proper hiking shoes for Rowan. He's doing all these water crossings in sneakers. This one's a little shallower.
Emma Gorge sits deep in the Kimberley, and it's one of the most striking gorges you can visit in WA. The hike in is about 3.2 k's return, or a little more if you're a silly bugger like me, and along the way you'll be rock hopping through shallow creeks.
I think you just gotta send it.
And walking amongst red cliffs that grow steeper the further you go. Coming out to Emma Gorge is a great way to experience the beauty and the adventure of the Gibb without actually having to tackle the Gibb River Road itself. Although now I've had a taste, I can't wait to come back and do that one day.
This has been tough going, hey? All of this rock scrambling, it always makes it a little bit harder to get through, but I hope we're almost there. We thought maybe this was it, but no, it's not it. It's beautiful, but there are blue markers, trail markers, up in the distance still. And I can hear voices. Oh yeah, there's a thing there, but no, there's a blue arrow there. See it? Oh, go that way. Yeah, sure.
Emma, she did it.
She did it.
She delivered.
We were duly rewarded for our efforts this day. Emma Gorge ends in a spectacular 65-metre high waterfall, which plunges into a crystal clear pool that feels like the ultimate payoff after that hike in. The water's refreshing, but there's also a little thermal spring that trickles in one side.
And the temperature's really nice. It's not cold at all.
Swimming here, surrounded by the sheer red cliffs and the sound of the falling water echoing through the gorge, it feels like you've stepped back in time. It's wild, ancient, and completely worth every step to get here.
Just our additional K. No big deal. How good's that boab tree? That's a big one. That's a big one.
After our Gibb River interlude, we made our way to the tiny township of Wyndham, the northernmost town in Western Australia. It feels a long way from anywhere out here. It's a town lost in space and time. But we spent a quiet night camped by the river, taking in that feeling of being right on the edge of the Kimberley before moving on.
Stayed out here last night in Wyndham, which used to be the sort of main major town in this area as opposed to Kununurra, and I can only assume that's because the Gibb was the main east-west thoroughfare before they built the freeway. Now it's a pretty quiet little town. We stayed last night in the caravan park near the famous big boab tree in captivity. And we're out here this morning at the local jetty because we thought we'd go croc spotting. But did we see any crocs?
Probably wrong time.
Probably the wrong time.
We need to time about it. We got to be here early or late.
Well, you got to be here when it's low tide.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
And
tide
it's definitely not low tide.
No, it's not. But the tide was going out very fast. But we did not spot any crocs. Did read an info sign about the area, and apparently up to 150 crocs can be spotted at one time. But we didn't see one.
It's a lot less than I thought.
150 is less than you thought.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Well, I mean, I guess I don't know what to expect, but what I expected was,
Yeah.
I mean, considering the body of water and the size of this place.
That's true. I was surprised when they were like, oh, we did a count in, what was it, the 70s or something, and it was 30 or 40 crocodiles in this gigantic body of water. And I was
Considering
like, that's
how
low.
long crocodiles live. I guess I don't know. You know, I have no idea.
Population density of crocodiles, unsure. But we did not see one. So the journey continues. We are like really well and truly back in croc country now, and you can tell because it's muddy, mangrovey kind of water, kind of thing that you do not want to step foot in at all. This was a nice detour out to Wyndham community, and we'll be heading to Kununurra today. See what that's all about. Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
As we packed up and hit the road again, I felt a lot lighter. I felt like I'd managed to shake off some of the heaviness from the past few days. It reminds me that so much of this journey isn't just about where we go, but it's how we choose to experience it. There will be challenges ahead, there always are, but I feel ready to meet them with a clearer head and a little bit more curiosity. Thank you for coming along for this part of the journey. And if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can wander through the next adventure with me. Until then, see you on the road.
We did it. We spotted the crocodile.